People, it's time for that Worship Thang Church. Thanks for tuning in again. Of course, we're not in the church today. I did try to put us in the church. There was a custodian who wasn't normally there at the time I was recording. But they showed up and they were like, I'm doing my thing, Jesus, 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 Jesus. And they're in the background every now and then peeking in, mopping stuff up, peeking in. And I can't have custodian in the frame, you know what I'm saying? So I tried again a little later. And then there they were again, turning on the vacuum cleaner. I'm doing Jesus, 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 and all you hear is... So I tried, people. I did try. So I just figured I'll do it later. So I really did. I tried a few times, and I kept getting interrupted. Later on, I got interrupted by a church member. It was just one of those things. So I gave up, put the camera down, and went and choked some people out. But now we're back, and I'm going to talk about Good Friday. And this Good Friday message. Typically on Good Friday, people talk about the 7 last words of Jesus. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're going to do that at our church. I've talked about them plenty of times. Nothing wrong with them. You should look them up. There is plenty to learn from them. I just ask myself, why? Why do we look at the 7 last words of Jesus? It's not like he tells us to do that, Not like he said, by the way, when I'm on the cross, focused on my 7 last words. And here's why. He didn't really do that. So it could have been more than 7 words, maybe whispered something. I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. You don't know. So that's all I'm saying, people. Although there are things to learn from these words, I also think there's something to learn from the disciples in this period of time. So the disciples, they hear that, it's been 3 years of ministry. They've been walking with Jesus. They gave everything for him. And then Jesus starts talking about, hey, I'm getting out of here. It's about to be over. So they don't like that, of course, and eventually he is gone. Now put yourself in the disciples' shoes. What's going through your mind at this time? You're probably scared. We do read in scriptures that they were scared. They're confused, angry, maybe, and you just don't really know what's coming next. You're hiding out. We know about Peter's denial of Christ. I imagine there's a whole bunch of denial of Christ because people are scared. Wanting to be faithful, though. I see the disciples as trying to be faithful, but this is a hard time, and they don't know what to do. And I see a lot of similarities with that and Christians today. Still scared, confused, angry, and, we have the scriptures to go back to now. We have all this history to look on. We have the Holy Spirit. It was different back then, right? And there's we don't have people hunting us down because we might have been walking with Jesus or something like that, especially not here in America. And yet their similarities are still there. People are just not sure of themselves. Not sure how to be faithful. Some have just totally given up. So I think there's a lot of parallels there. And I turn to the story with Peter when after he had denied Jesus. And Jesus meets him later on. Resurrection time. This is the Gospel of John, chapter 21, verses 15 through 17. When they had finished eating, Jesus said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of John, do you truly love me more than these? Yes, Lord, he said. You know that I love you. Jesus said, feed my lambs. Again, Jesus said, Simon, son of John, do you truly love me? He answered, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. Jesus said, take care of my sheep. The third time he said to him, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Peter was hurt because Jesus asked him a third time, do you love me? He said, Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you. Jesus said, feed my sheep. So an emotional moment between Jesus and Peter. And Jesus tells him, feed my lambs, take care of my sheep, and feed my sheep. And Jesus was lovingly bringing Peter back. With a harsh moment for Peter. But he was reinstating him and encouraging him for the future, because Jesus was like, you're going to have to be a leader. You're going to have to get over all this. You have to get it together. You have to be faithful, because they're going to need you to be faithful. Jesus was encouraging him. And I look at that and I see the similarities between us and the disciples at the time being lost and afraid and angry, confused, just not knowing what to do, and us the same way. And we really just need someone to encourage us. We need to encourage one another. We need one another's strength. So that's really the message, and what I can gain from, to me, that time of the 7 last words, but also this, I think, of what the disciples lost and how it made them feel, and how Jesus in his resurrection brought them comfort, gave them guidance, gave them strength. And I feel like we need the same thing. So let's be there for one another. All right, let's encourage one another. We see that one another we've gone astray. Let's bring one another back. Let's give one another hope. Because certainly in these dark times, we need it. Cool. Good Friday to you. And next weekend, got that Easter message. So, peace.